The Guest in the Mirror. It was 2:47 a.m. Yulia woke up to a strange noise. It sounded like someone was quietly moving furniture in another room. She thought it was her neighbors being noisy again, but a few seconds later the sound came back. This time, closer. She lay in the dark, holding her breath, and suddenly noticed something odd in her room. The mirror on the wall opposite her bed looked off. Usually she covered it with a towel at night, but tonight she had forgotten. Dim moonlight filtered through the curtains, reflecting off the glass, and Yulia could see herself. Looking closer, she realized her reflection wasn't moving the same way she was. It was sitting up. Even though Yulia was lying down, her heart began to race. "It's just a dream," she whispered to herself. But the reflection suddenly stood up. It tilted its head to the side as if observing her, but its movements were jerky, like a puppet being controlled by invisible strings. Yulia froze. Her body refused to move. She wanted to hide under the blanket, but could only stare. And then the reflection took a step forward. "This isn't real," she thought, trying to shut her eyes, but her gaze, as if spellbound, remained fixed on the mirror. It was now standing on the other side of the glass, still inside the mirror. A wide, twisted grin stretched across its face. "Yulia," came a whisper. But the reflection's lips didn't move. Her blood ran cold. How did it know her name? Finally, she summoned her courage and leapt out of bed. She rushed to the light switch, hoping that the light would banish the nightmare vision. But when the room lit up, the mirror was empty. Yulia stood there, breathing heavily, trying to calm herself. She walked up to the mirror and touched it. It was just cold glass. Maybe it was just a dream? But as she turned away, something heavy and icy rested on her shoulder. She spun around and saw her own reflection, standing on this side of the mirror. A scream tore through the night, but the room fell silent once more. The next morning, neighbors, awakened by the scream, found the room empty. The mirror was shattered, and on the shards were strange, faint handprints, as if someone had tried to claw their way out.